Hello, today we have a 2004 Buick LeSabre 4T65E transmission with the 3.8. We're going to pull this transmission out. First thing we're going to go do is find the battery, which is located under the seat. We already got the seat pulled up. You just pull up the front, pops right up. We're going to get the battery unhooked and start getting this transmission out. First up, air intake temperature sensor. Pull the two clips out. No clamp on this. Go back on it. Go ahead and get this cover. We're going to hang this engine. Little cap back on. Alright, down here you're going to find a solenoid plug. I like to pry on one side and push on the other side with my finger. So you have to basically squeeze it together. It'll come right out. Alright. Next up, shifter cable. We'll pull out this clip, and we're going to leave the bracket on it. Come back here, and we're going to just pop this cable up. Alright, after you get the cable popped up, there's two plastic clips. Hold this cable in. Usually you can just use a screwdriver. Channel locks work today. And you're going to gently just pull her on out, set her to the side. Alright, so we got the little grommet out that was holding the wire down. We're going to remove this 13mm ground wire. Ground cable. Alright, next up, bell bolts. Alright, under the exhaust is 3 18mm bell bolts.
Oh, you're working on.
Alright, then you're going to find your second one right under here. And the third one, a little bit farther down. Alright, so there's a clip right here. You just want to get that harness off there, or you can undo that 13. Let's just undo the 13. basically just put a bracket here, the chain. There's various ways to hang an engine, kind of whatever you got around, and to get or support it. Back here I went to the alternator, up here to a hook. This Buick actually has a mount down below where it's holding the engine to the subframe or the body, so that's going to support us too. And also down here the transmission mount is connected to the body, so you can actually remove the frame safely with the engine still supported in the car. But we're gonna put a hanger on here because we're gonna end up pushing this thing out, and that's about it for up here. We're gonna go ahead and raise it up. Alright, we got the wheels off already. The first thing we're going to do is take off this front cover. There's a bunch of little clips like that. Still filming, J.J. Abrams? Yes. Mount nut here. They are 18. Alright, next is the back mount. $15mm. And then there's two 45 torques. Back mount. Next we're going to work on this ball joint. Get this cotter pin out of here. Cotter pin out. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. Alright. It's an 18mm. Yeah, we got it loose. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. Alright, after you got both your bolts loose, you're going to want to strike right here with a hammer. That'll loosen your ball joint. Do the same thing over here. Be very careful not to hit anything else but that spot I showed you. Alright, these Buicks got a power steering line that runs across the frame. Pull these pins loose. Work your way around. Another one. Another one up here. And one more back up here on the driver's side. And yet another one. All right. There's also another one back here by the rack and pinion. And then brake lines there. And here, passenger side. We're gonna get that 10 now. And there's an ABS pump off the bolt to the frame. One. Two. And find the third one back here. Go ahead and take our shield loose while we got our 10. Just a couple of them. Alright, next we're going to tack the rack and pinion. You're going to find an 18mm bolt on each side of the rack. I'm having trouble getting in there. I'm gonna lower this frame about an inch. Frame bolt to 18mm. There's 2 on each side on the back. Take it all the way out and then run it just a little bit to hold it. we got a frame supported with a jack. We're gonna go around and remove all the 18mm frame bolts. Alright, got everything removed from our frame. Make sure you do that before you start letting this down. Just come down a couple inches. Gotta make sure our ball joints are coming out. Down a little more. Keep paying attention. Make sure nothing is getting hung up. There we go. Right here is the mount I was talking about to fold it to the body, to the engine, and there's also one on the transmission side. So technically you can pull this frame without an engine hanger. But when you go to separate the transmission from the engine, you're going to need a jack under here. Alright, we're going to get this out of the way and get the jack up on the transmission. Alright, we're going to take a few more things off before I get that jack under here. Rear mount, make sure it's not broke. If it is, replace it. One other thing I did before I took that mount loose is put a ratchet strap on your rack and pinion up to the strut. That's going to prevent your rack falling out of your steering column. Put a bungee cord on the other side. Just prevent another problem. Alright, we're going to work our way around. Get the axle out. I got a bucket below just in case. Didn't leak nothing. Alright, coming back around. We're not going to mess with our cooler lines yet because we don't want them to drip all over us. This is our front mount, and you can see it's not happy. I find 3 15mm bolts. 2 on the right side, and then there's one up above the mount. You can't see, but it's there. And there's your mount bracket. We'll be putting a new mount on this. Dust covered. The big pin that holds the cooler line. Dust cover will come off. There's another bell bolt. We're going to leave that for last. Work our way around. Converter bolts. I think we can sneak that out without touching the starter. Third and last converter bolt. Flywheel's free, or torque converter. Next, passenger axle. This is your vehicle speed sensor right above the passenger axle. And then you got a 13 millimeter and another 13 up here. And that's a bracket that basically supports the back of the transmission. We're down to 2 bell bolts. There's a back one back in here, and then that front one and coil lines. We're gonna get this back bell bolt first. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it, but it's straight up through that hole. And we're going to be getting it through here. You can also remove this bracket if you're having problems getting it the way I'm going to get it. But, let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to put that at C better. So this is what I use. And you got it broke loose. I'm gonna go ahead and grab the jack. There she is. Now, you can also remove these 13s up here, and this whole bracket will come off, and you can probably get it through the top if you're having difficulties the way I just did that. My pulley line's got little plastic clips. Pull them back. And you want to grab a pick. There's a little clip in there. There's one. Here's the other. What the clip looks like. We can reuse them. I do replace them. Alright, after the clips are out, your lines are going to come loose. Sometimes they're stuck in there, they're frozen and rust. See here, our line's actually got a leak, so we're either going to repair these or just replace them. It's our mount bolt on the driver's side. Alright, last but not least, last bell bolt. Now, we're going to see if we can let this hang and get past this stud, which it did. Hello. We're going to get in here and pry back some. Now, you can either take the dipstick loose on the other side, or I rotate it sideways. And it comes out with the transmission. Gotta work your power steering line around it. There you go. That's what she looks like. It's a dipstick bolt. If you want to take it out, it will leak fluid most likely. All right. We'll see you next time when we put this back together.